This is recording. Hey, little dog, come here. Hi. You're bugging me, so come up here. So I don't always put my dogs on video very much because they're kind of my children. And they're not really human children, it turns out. They're kind of like little weird canine freakazoidian fuckwads. Hi, freakazoidian fuckwad? Yeah, you are. But I don't say their names on camera because I don't even say my name on this channel. But let's call this little dog Baby Freakazoid. Or Baby Spazbot. But she's not really a baby. She's 5 years old. I've had her for a while. And she does all sorts of cool stuff. Right now she's getting a little antsy because I have her trapped here for your amusement. So that means you vicariously are abusing this dog. Are you abused? Oh, you poor baby. I give you free food. You should put up with some shit. Look, I'm using my patriarchal male advantage over this poor, innocent little girl. Oh, you suffer so. Life is so difficult. Here, you want to meet another dog? Here, we got another one coming over here right now. Hi. Arr. Now, I don't want to say this dog's name, right? Because that's private. It shouldn't be shared with you. What should your name be? You have multicolors on you. I'm not going to call you Cow Dog. Some cows have multicolors. That's cool. Oh, you're so good. I'm going to call this dog Food Love. Because all this dog cares about is food and love. It's true. And he's a little chunky. He's a boy dog. And he likes food and love. That's it. He's not interested in much else. And he's a great dog. He's very loyal. He's pretty smart. Although, I wouldn't say he's the smartest dog in the world. I've had smarter dogs. But he's pretty. You a pretty boy? Yeah. Food Love. What a great name, too. I mean, how can there be a better name than Food Love? You like your name? It's a good name. Yeah, and you're such a good boy. Mwah. Yeah. Okay, go away. Go away. Very important dog command is go away, because especially that dog will let you pet it forever. And then this guy over here is awesome. That is the brother of Food Love, and he's all white. His whole body's white, so we could call him Whitey, but you know, his character isn't his color. And it isn't mine either. And I'm pink, not white, you motherfuckers. Racist pieces of shit. And he's really mellow. But he can be vicious when he needs to be. He would be a good protector, I think. If anyone ever tries to hurt me, this is one of the guys who's going to help me out a lot. Look how mellow he is. He doesn't care about most dumbass shit. Look at him with this little smile there. Oh, he's so scary though. You're kind of interrupting. Baby Freakazoid. Yeah. Here, let's make you look scary, okay? Come on, come on, come on. Cooperate. Arr. Arr. I think he's kind of relaxing. We're interrupting his, like, relaxing time. So, that's not nice of us. Hey, did I tell you to fuck off? I did. Thank you. Appreciate it. They're actually surprisingly well-trained dogs, considering I'm not an actual dog trainer, you know. I don't do, like, official lessons. But they just fit in with me, because I've had these dogs since they were tiny little puppies. So this is my real cult, my cult of dogs, and they live good lives. I love living with them. Okay, can we do the scary thing? Look, we'll show your scary teeth. You don't like that? Okay, I won't do that. He's not actually a toy. He's a person. He's a being. Oh, Oh, yeah, you like that. It feels good. Yeah. But we got to name this dog then. We have to have this dog have a nickname. This is the goal, is nicknames, right? My nickname on this channel is Forrest. This dog needs a nickname. We could call this dog Ghost Dog because he's white, right? And ghosts are white because they wear sheets and stuff. And there was a great movie with cool actor guy, kind of big black guy, got a weird eye, fucking amazing actor. And one of his early roles that you might not have seen this movie, it was Ghost Dog. So look that guy up. And you know, I'm not good at remembering actors' names unless they're, you know, Penelope Cruz or the other chick I like. She was in V for Vendetta. I don't know. I'm not a big worshiper of actresses, you know. I think some of them are cute, though. I mean, that one chick on, I don't remember names of movies. You know, I'm over here drinking beer, relaxing, so don't expect me to be a fast database. My mental database is much slower than it was before. Oh, Snowpiercer. That was it, Snowpiercer. And there's a chick on that who I saw pictures of her in some movie she made back in 80s or some bullshit. And she looked like a normal, just dumbass chick. You know, just to be a judgmental asshole, because whatever. We all are that. We're all judgmental assholes, so don't get on my ass about it. But this chick had a great role in that, and I saw her in some other more modern stuff, and, you know, she's even age appropriate for me to think is, like, cute. Because now there's these actresses that are young, that are cute, and I feel like, well, I'm kind of this old guy looking at this young chick, and that may not be considered appropriate. But guess what? It's fine. Fuck you. Fuck all these people who think age gap relationships are bad. I mean, Madonna goes out with young guys. It's fine. They know what they're doing. It's not like they're victims. And young women know what they're doing too. You know, they're not stupid. A 25-year-old woman can go out with any age of guy she wants, and it'll be a transaction, I suppose, but all relationships are ultimately transactional. Like, you don't want to be with somebody who's abusive to you at any age. It doesn't matter if they're your same age or not. The age is irrelevant. It's how you treat each other and what do you get out of it. Leonardo DiCaprio, fine. That guy's very successful. And I looked up some of his girlfriends because I was curious, you know. And a bunch of them are really successful, smart women. He does not go out with stupid bimbos. They're not victims. They're benefiting off of his position, his wealth perhaps, but they also often are very wealthy chicks themselves. And they feel like being with him. Who the fuck are any of us to judge him in any way? Or them? Because a lot of, you know, stupid fake feminists are like, oh, the woman is too stupid to go out with the guy. And it's like, are you really saying as a feminist that a woman can't make her own decision when she's 25? You're in that position to be God over her and judge her and to judge him as a victimizer. Bullshit, you motherfucking assholes. You have lost the plot on what feminism is. Feminism is supposed to be about women having power over their own lives and not necessarily power over men. I can't even call myself a feminist anymore. I am for egalitarianism, but there's a lot of feminists out there who are not for that. They're female supremacists, and all the other women have to do what they say. So really, they're them supremacists. They're the judge of us all. It's disgusting. Anyway, so I think we could call this dog Ghost Dog. Do you like that name? And it's partly in reverence to that really odd movie. It's a really good movie. If you haven't seen Ghost Dog, do see it. I wish I could remember that guy's name because he's been in tons of cool shit. And then we got baby Freakazoid or whatever thing. And she's not really a baby, like I said. And then who else? Where the hell is the other one? Way over there. Oh, in the sun. What a smart dog. Well, now that one's down there in the sun too. The sun's kind of hot here, but you know, they like laying around in the sun. And I'm actually a little chilly, which means dogs are smarter than I am. Hey, come here. Hi, you. Yeah, you. Come here. Come on. Come on. I can't say his name because this is a secret video, right? You doing dog yoga? Dog yoga is fun. Dogs only know like one yoga position. No, they know two. They know corpse pose, which is just laying there. Which is not that exciting a pose as far as yoga goes. And they know downward dog. I wonder how that pose got its name. It's because my dogs do downward dog multiple times a day. It's their favorite yoga position. Hey, you gonna come over here or not? Hey, hey, come here. Come on. There's fun, there's love. Look, it's a dog party. Dog party, dog party. It's a very funny dog. Dog party. Come here. You want more love? Yeah, more love for you. More love, more love. Okay, go away. There's just too much. You want too much love. It's too much. Well, I can't really introduce you to other dogs. And these are my dogs I currently have. In the past, I have had up to 12 dogs. And that's too many. It was because I had a really hot golden retriever who was a slut. And she produced 3 babies, and then she produced 5 babies. And she was real happy about that. But then I had to take care of those babies and keep them alive. And while they were killing shit, they killed 3 cows. I'm not kidding. My life in the last 21 years has been adventure after adventure. And that particular adventure was a very expensive adventure because I had to pay for those cows. You know, that's not convenient. I had to pay for them because I'm a good neighbor and my evil dogs are fuckwads. And so that's why I need fencing, and that's why I need financing to build fencing. That's why in order to build a community that actually functions, where I'm not responsible for hurting other people and I can make infrastructure that helps people not hurt each other, that's going to take a huge amount of resources. So any hippie shit about living for free out in the forest, fuck off. Hey, you, come here. No, not you. No, there's no more love. Love store is closed. Well, I guess we'll introduce you to that dog later. That's another street dog. All my dogs are street dogs, except the little Freakazoid was actually, baby Freakazoid, was given to me as a gift when I was damaged and lonely. And I don't even like little dogs. And so my friend brought this dog over and said, hey, these other people want to give you this dog. And I said, no, I don't want a little dog. I don't even like little dogs. They're yappy little fuckers. And then I said, well, I'll pet this dog a little bit. And the little dog was nice. And it was tiny, tiny puppy, like super young, like just barely old enough to go away from mama. And I was like, well, the dog can stay the night and we'll see. And then I accidentally fell in love with that little dog. And because I've been able to train this dog so well, it's not a yappy little fucker. Little dogs do not have to be yappy little fuckers. Because every time it would bark, and I didn't want it to bark, I would say no, because I'm very scary. And it wouldn't bark. And it still does bark when it perceives danger. It has big ears, and it's very attentive. It's a very spazzy little dog. And so it will bark at something it hears, warning the big dogs that there's some kind of unknown thing, which is usually nothing important at all. Like, she barks at squirrels and stuff, you know? Don't you? Like right now she's watching these kids over there who are playing with a whip. They're out there whipping in the street, practicing their whipping skills. So she's very curious. Aren't you? You're curious, little bitch. Yeah. You're cutums. You're such a cutums. Look at a hairy little face. You have a beard? Are you a bearded lady in the circus? Should we start a circus for you? Yeah, we should. This dog would love doing circus tricks. I don't think that's abusive. But I haven't taught my dogs tricks. One of them knows how to shake because other people taught how to shake, and I don't know, that's not even that exciting a trick. But you would love to do tricks, wouldn't you? You uncomfortable? All right, sorry. I have to hold the camera at the same time. No, this dog is super smart, sort of. Smart like a bird. I've had smarter dogs. I've had the super smartest dog, unfortunately, is dead now, but it's the smartest dog I ever had. I'm not going to say her name either, but I'll eat your head. Look, I could just eat her whole head. Because I eat dogs. I do not eat dogs. Yeah. What do you think? You want to say anything? Can you suddenly magically become a talking dog? It happens in the movies. I was just watching a TV show called Upload, and there was talking dogs. How come you can't talk? What's your problem? Are you not really cool? Do you need CGI? Can we make you talk on CGI? You'd be so cute as a talking dog. We could make you your own channel, and you could dispense dog wisdom to the world. Dog Zen is good Zen. And you could tell the whole world how they should be more dog-like to make a better world. All right, go play. You're so good. Yeah. So yeah, I've ended up, dogs are my best friends, and big surprise, man's best friend is the dog, because they're loyal, predictable, not always good. Like killing shit is not good. And I do need to put up fencing. It's going to be expensive, but that's absolutely critical for the survival of my project, is to control dogs better. And at least I don't have 12 of them, because when that happened, it was 12 puppies. I mean, this golden retriever had 3 puppies, then 5 puppies like 8 months later or some bullshit. And then I was just overwhelmed with dogs chewing through cables and being chaotic. And then they grew into this pack of teenage dogs. They weren't teenage in human years, but they were teenage in dog years. And they had no sense of morality or ethics, and they just were a terror. I mean, individually they were wonderful. I really liked those dogs a lot. But the relationship between humans and dogs goes back thousands and thousands of years. We have co-evolved with them. They are not wolves. They are genetically from wolves. And just like humans are very altered by their environment, we're not the original apes that we were. And so, for some weird reason, dogs and humans formed this amazing bond, probably because we had scrap food from the stuff we were killing, because we were busy killing off all the megafauna. We may have even been killing off Neanderthals, intermittently fucking them. I'm not sure. But there's this really magical genetic bond between humans and dogs that we have with no other animal. Horses might be second to that, because their transportation, they have made us stronger. But really, what other animal do we have such an emotional connection with that we would let them near our babies? We let these fanged, mostly carnivores, they're actually omnivores, but kind of, their teeth are pretty carnivorous and vicious. We let these things near our babies. How crazy is that? And it's wonderful. So I'm very pro-dog. I think we can improve our relationship with them by serving them better. And I do get my dogs sterilized, which is a massively fascist, evil thing of me to do to my dog slaves. But the only other alternative is for them to crank out infinite babies that I can't care for. And, that's why you get some places that have street dogs everywhere that are skinny and starving and suffering. And so I myself am sterilized. So it's not like I'm very hypocritical. I have a vasectomy, right, which most men should probably get. A lot of them should, unless you want to have babies, then get a vasectomy, because we got a lot of unwanted children in this world, and that also fucks up the lives of women. Because women want to fuck, but that doesn't mean they always want to have babies, and they certainly always haven't planned for it, and you might not want to pay for it. So I'm not in favor of forced sterilization of humans, but voluntary sterilization. In the case of dogs, we have rights issues, and so it's difficult because we have to make decisions for them that they can't make. And so the dogs I adopt will mostly, well, currently all be sterilized if I can manage it. And unless I could think of some program in which it was useful to breed dogs, which is possible. I mean, there are times to do that. But where I live, there's so many unwanted dogs that pragmatically my choice is to just adopt dogs that get dumped off out of a car on the street, because somebody had too many puppies and didn't want to kill them. And in the case of these dogs, those dogs were really lucky. And so you might say it's really bad to dump puppies off in the street. Maybe it's actually better than killing them. Because if they are a pain in the ass, somebody else is going to kill them anyway. So problem solved. But in some cases, they're going to run into a guy like me who's like, oh, this dog has no home. And, when I adopt the dog, I ask around, and does anybody want this dog? Like I did with, oh, there it is right there. Hey, come up here. Say hi. No, we already said hi, baby. Not all the love is for you. Go away. Go away. Okay, this dog is on its own trip. But no, that dog I asked like around the stores. I was like, does anybody own this dog? And nobody did. And so I was like, well, fuck. And I put that dog in my van and kidnapped it. Dog napped it. And it's been a nice dog. And right now, I'm sorry I can't introduce you very well, but my dogs are not super trained to do whatever the fuck they're told. They are trained imperfectly. In fact, one of the many roles I would like to fill here is an actual dog trainer to train these dogs better. But also, I could set up a whole dog program where we do adopt more dogs. We train them really well, and we get them sterilized. And then we make a Facebook page or a social media pages for him. We make him into a semi-famous dog that gets adopted by people who have space for that dog, not just an apartment, but they love the dog in some way. Because I don't want to adopt dogs out to bad places. But that is one program I could do. Currently, I'm just trying to deal with the dogs I got, so it's not really a huge priority for me. And the dogs, even in town, that don't have a home, actually do pretty well. Like there's food vendors that throw scraps at them, and so you don't see like skinny, suffering dogs around here, which is another reason I like this area so much, because I have traveled to other places, and if you go to a town and all the dogs are really skinny and kind of suffering and they're sick and they have mange or whatever, that makes me think the town is bad. I judge the town as bad based on how they treat their dogs, which maybe is bad to judge them that way, but I do, because I think taking care of the other beings around us, human and also animal, is important to being a good person. So, dogs, yay. Feel free to comment your thoughts about whatever. I don't know what I talked about, but dog good. Yarr. You can tell me about your dog. You can post a link to a video, a YouTube video about with your dog in it. You could post a video about your dog doing cute shit. I mean, if I'm feeling sad, sometimes I just look up puppies doing cute things, and it just makes me in a little bit better mood. Puppies are just inherently cute. I remember I was in California once driving in my van, and I was kind of just out taking the slow way home from a big festival. It was Burning Man. And I was taking the slowest way home I could. I went through LA. I went through Arcata. I met people. I slept in the redwoods. Some chick wanted to fuck me who I didn't want to fuck, so I didn't fuck her. She was disappointed. But she was nice about it. I think at least she wasn't mean about it, which is good, because some women can just get vicious if you don't want to fuck them. Like, because clearly all men are just dogs who want to fuck anybody. And so if you refuse to fuck a woman, then you're suddenly evil. And it's like, no, that's a really bad attitude. But I don't recall her being a problem about it. And I slept in my van, you know, so I felt safe and stuff. And then I went up the coast. I went to Half Moon Bay. And I remember there was a Asian woman in a bar there late at night. And it was just me and her talking. She was the bartender. And sometimes I thought maybe I should have flirted with her, but I don't do a lot of flirting at random anyway. So I went and slept in my van again. But occasionally she comes up in my memories, and she doesn't even remember me, I'm sure. Maybe she does. But, you know, all this random shit happened on the way home. What does this have to do with dogs? Oh, yeah. I passed by this place that had a beach. And I saw these dogs playing in the sand, just digging and throwing sand around at each other and just having a wonderful time. And I thought to myself, what is happiness? Happiness is that kind of attitude, this playful attitude. And it's dogs, and it's also kids. I saw kids the other day. I was sitting over there and having a beer, because I do that. And the school came out, and the kids were coming out, and they were buying some crap over there and doing stuff. But what I noticed was the kids don't just walk over to the other place, they run over to the other place. That's how excited they are about life. And this is, I know it's probably a little controversial to like equate dogs and children, but there's a similar excitement that they have. I mean, not my dogs right now, because they're all being really mellow, and look, one's sleeping over there, one's just watching life and sleeping over there and sleeping over there. But there's an excitement about life that young beings have that I certainly don't. I'm burned out, cynical, you know, old. I think old would be the term. And there's just a beauty in youth, in human children, human puppies, and little dog puppies, and just dogs in general. I think dogs last longer. I guess they die younger too, which really does suck, because I've seen a lot of dogs die. It sucks. So at least humans live longer. But when they're young, they're just so interested in things. Like right now, over there, there's a kid, probably I would guess is 5 years old, maybe 6 or so. I don't know. I can't tell the age of kids. I don't know anything about kids. But he's over there practicing with a whip, because there's an event coming up, a local festival where you whip things, not people, but you go, it's really fun. And you wear masks and stuff. It's a cool event. And so this kid is just so into it. Now, I also know adults are still into that particular activity. But the fact that these other kids coming out of school would run to the store to go buy something rather than just walk over there implies this kind of internal excitement about life that burned out people like me don't have anymore. And so I'm not jealous of it. I'm impressed by it. It's a wonderful thing to be. And this is one of the reasons I recently made a couple videos about maybe I should actually talk to kids on video. You know, I don't need any personal contact with them or anything. They're kind of noisy and chaotic, and I don't want to be responsible for them. But perhaps I have something I can impart to them that will help them, particularly during adolescence, when they're going to be crafting their life. They're going to be sculpting the rest of their life, and a bunch of them make dumbass decisions, which is not a surprise, since they live in a society that makes us into slaves and gives us few good options anyway. So I could say some hardcore shit to them that might actually be useful. And there were some people when I was younger that said some hardcore shit to me that was useful. So I don't know if that's a role I want to have or not. I know that a lot of things I have to say would be very objectionable. because I do question all of society, and so many parents might not like it. Like, don't talk to my kid at all. But hey, if your kid's over 12, your kid can think. And I might want to tell them, like, the shit you're being programmed with is total crap, not going to serve you, and you have to craft your own life in very difficult conditions. So I might say a lot of weird shit and then say good luck, because it's going to be difficult. Good luck to you.